Welcome back to Beyond the Brush with Glynnis King. I'm your host, and today we're going to be talking about the artists behind the art. So, today's episode is about concept artists and just some information that I learned about them. I kind of went down a rabbit hole after talking with a friend about character design and how we design characters. A lot of people have been getting into like illustration or like digital illustration, which I always knew was a thing, but I learned a lot about it just from watching a few YouTube videos as I was working on something myself. For those of you who don't know, I do draw and paint, which is kind of like not self-explanatory, but if you paint, you draw most of the time because you're drawing with your paintbrush or you're drawing before you paint. Anyways, yeah, I kind of went down a rabbit hole just kind of looking at some of the creators that made different like cartoons or films, and these people's job is like really neat. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite ones. If you know me, you know that I am a huge fan of animated movies. I love the color in them. I like all the different characters, wacky characters that people create. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to look up some of these creators and like just talk about some of their styles. So one of my favorite cartoons, Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack was really dope. It was created by, I'm gonna butcher this name, Gennady Tartakovsky. And he also did Dexter, which I can definitely see the style now that I know. But yeah, Samurai Jack was one of my favorites. I used to watch it. The theme song is epic. But I like the futuristic like style of it and like the shapes that he uses. And I don't know, I always remember the villain. What's his name? Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness. Was funny to me. Anyways, I like that style. I like just how like geometric it looked. And the storyline was interesting because this dude is trying to go back in time to fix something and he ends up way in the future. But that's another story. But yeah, I really like his style. And I think the time that it takes to create a cartoon is just nuts because there's so many moving pieces. But that's why you have a team, which I think is also cool because you don't have to do it all yourself. But that brings me back to my point of like concept artists. And I came across this video that was about like I said, concept art and how different people will like do like the background, like the scenery to kind of like set the stage for this world where different characters are going to be in. And one of the artists I came across, his name is Nathan Fox, and he worked on Prince of Egypt and Kung Fu Panda. I love Kung Fu Panda. Anyways, I'm such a nerd. Anyways, the work that he did, like his early work, on Prince of Egypt is like amazing. He would paint these backgrounds, like these scenes, and when you're doing this, you're considering lighting, mood, all these different things. And I just thought it was so neat that he got his start in the business with, you know, like I said, painting these backgrounds. I personally struggle with backgrounds. I never know what to do with the backgrounds, but slowly but surely I'm getting better at it. Anyways, he paints these backgrounds, and I'm going to show you guys different pictures. If you've seen the movie, you know how amazing the film is, the scenery, and something that I've become really fond of is just how people manipulate and take into consideration the lighting of something, and how they want the light to enter a scene, and they use different colors when it comes to painting, or if it's like photography. Again, having a light source, shadows, contrast, all that jazz, I think is really cool. So shout out to him. And then 2 other artists I came across, I was looking at some of these like behind the scenes like Disney animation things, and this guy Carter Goodrich is a character concept designer, so he's focused on the characters, and he did Ratatouille, which is another favorite of mine. Why? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I remember the first time I saw that movie, my mom took us to see it, me and my sister to see it, and I just remember like it was packed. Like it was like, I don't know, it was just a packed theater, and it was such a huge turnout, and we were in the front row, bro. That's tragic, but the front was it was pretty cool though, because I don't know, you just felt like you was special in the front. But your neck be like anyways, yeah, I like Ratatouille. I don't know how they came up with that, like a rat that's treating a human chef as a puppet. I don't know. But he designed early sketches of those characters. I'll probably flash some of those, you'll see. But yeah, I think it's cool because these people are, it's like as a character designer, like your work, I feel like every artist wants their work to be seen. And so when you're doing this for films, it's like, okay, you're drawing these poses of this character, you're putting them in different situations, and like some of this stuff is not even going to be in the film, but when they do use it, it's like you can tell like, hey, I was a part of this. I'm in the ending credits, bro. I made it. I'm in the credits. I think that's awesome. So yeah, that's my little take on that. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back. This is just a quick little bit, I guess. So I don't know when this started, but nowadays, if you're in like high school, students will do the parking spot thing. They'll paint the parking spot, and I think that is so cool. I was like, I don't know, we didn't think of that stuff. I didn't think of that. Ours, I feel like my class was enough. It was enough to do the graduation cap. But then again, I wasn't driving in high school, so I don't know what people were doing anyways. But the parking spot painting is so cool. So I'm going to show a few of my favorites. And yeah, congrats to all those people that graduated whenever you graduated. New class is up.